Cyberpunk 2077 is dead. Long live Cyberpunk 2077. Cruising through Pacifica, getting the lay of the land and preparing myself for the Phantom Liberty DLC, I noticed some things about patch 2.0 that I want to go over right now. Here we're going to talk about not just the things that I like about this game and the patch, but also what I don't like. First thing that comes to mind, it just sticks out to me blatantly, is that this game has become over-copped. I have seen cops materialize out of thin air. They show up when I'm just trying to buy a burrito right behind me and I bump them and now I got 2 stars because I'm accidentally slicing people. But I digress. I'm not really mad at it because I do enjoy the challenge. Max Tac looks hard as fuck and I'm really excited to see if I can hold my own against them. The other thing I noticed is that these civilians seem to be a lot more aggressive, like they all violent meth heads or some shit. And it's very disconcerting when you're just driving down the street and somebody rubs you the wrong way and just smashes their vehicle into you. Because you can take vehicle damage now, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. The other thing that I have noticed is that there are some random encounters, which feels like it's going to add a lot to the replayability, make it even more fun to grind stuff out and earn that money for that top tier weapon that you're looking for. Now, along with the additions of weaponized vehicles, we have also gotten a driving overhaul. Each of these cars now feels like they have their own distinct identity. For example, the Makigai My P126 is just too cute. It's a little small car that kind of zips around everywhere, and the windows are probably solid, so you have to pop doors butterfly style just to shoot out of it. It looks really freaking cool. I'm loving it. It's just a very nice touch. Now, I'm not sure I like all of the driving overhaul. Some of the vehicles seem a little bit too sensitive. The Type 66 Javelina, that was my favorite ride at first. I would tear through the streets of Night City, just blowing everybody up with the car, because I would get out and just hit them with it. But now we can actually shoot from it and actually throw it into them. I might get that perk, talk about that later, and it's so fun. But the Javelina seems a little bit finicky when it comes to driving, like way too sensitive for my taste. What I've been using recently is the Kobe Little Mule. It's also weaponized and it's pretty sturdy. I like it. It's a solid ride. Keep in mind, I do not own all the vehicles just yet, but rest assured, a more in-depth vehicle video is on the way. Now, let me know which car you like the most down in the comments. My favorite thing so far has to be the new radio stations. I'm not a huge fan of Impulse. No shade to Idris, but I am loving Dark Star and Growl. I really like Growl. DOH's Look Through My Kuroshis is playing in my mind on repeat. I don't know why CD Projekt Red decided to include fan music, but God bless them, it was a genius stroke. This is such a different move that it just makes me feel more a part of the game. Like I was a part of it, even though I didn't get a chance to enter into the contest, but I do feel like I am more a part of the game. And some of the songs even feel like these people are actually fans of the game, with references and Easter eggs written right into their lyrics. It's so dope. If you haven't had a chance to listen to these radio stations, pop one on, take a cruise, and just ride around and jam. You're gonna thank me later. We also got 2 new arcades along with a new mystery and loot to boot. The first arcade that we saw was Trauma Drama. It's a Contra style game where you have to rescue anybody that has a account with Trauma Team and get them out of there. It's fucking hard, but the reward for it at the end is fantastic. Not only do you get a Trauma Team outfit, but you also get a little Trauma Team replica airdrop ship to fly around your apartment. This is phenomenal. This is crazy. I love it. For the collectors out there, you're definitely going to want to have to finish this game. The other game is Arasaka Tower 3D. This one is a retelling of Johnny Silverhand going to bomb Mikoshi back in 2023, which is so dope. Now, the mystery here is that On the laptop next to the machine is a message from, I'm thinking, like somebody involved with the overall mystery of the game, the FF06B5. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but there is a little clue and a puzzle in there to help make the game easier, which getting to the end of it may reveal something else. I don't know. I'm really excited to see. I'm going to do a more in-depth video on this one as well, the more I learn about this. So if you know anything about Arasaka Tower 3D and that mystery associated, please let me know in the comments and let's talk about it, because it's one of my favorite things, figuring out the mysteries and little Easter eggs that the developers leave behind for the players. Finally, let's talk about the new perk system. Now, this really makes Cyberpunk 2077 a whole new game, and it's going to take some getting used to. New players will have the advantage here because they don't have to unlearn old combos and movesets along with relearning new ones. They just get to start from the beginning and start fresh and become a part of it. I myself have been taking my time. I had like 55 perk points to redistribute. I've only distributed 11 of them so far, and I'm really pacing myself and feeling out the new movesets and to try to figure out what best suits my play style. And then I'll start experimenting with some other ones later. But that air dash, that was top of mind. That was the first thing I knew I had to get. And then the bullet shield with the sword, you know I'm blocking bullets and deflecting them back into these assholes over there at Maelstrom. Overall, patch 2.0 totally fixes Cyberpunk 2077. There are no more bugs, and the challenge has been increased 1,000-fold. I look forward to the time I'm going to spend relearning V and how to operate in the upcoming Phantom Liberty DLC. Anyway, be lit, stay legit, and I'll see you in the next one. That's better.